it really means anything to most people anyway. So
Yeah, but with the society we live in, you know.
really, internet, like it's really your internet portfolio that you're building. You know.
Okay. Thank you, Raz. I'm mostly just grinding for golds and having fun here. I'm not too heartbroken if I don't PB or anything.
Well, I have money on you, so I'm gonna be pretty heartbroken if you don't PB.
I'm pretty sure the game's audio is really loud. Turn it down a bit. Ah. Why do you have money on me? What?
Yeah, money's on you, baby.
Having fun is underrated? I thought you were trying to say overrated for a second. I'm like, hey, I have speedrun for the better part of 5 years now. I just want to be here for fun. I would not be doing this if I didn't want to have fun. I'm too fucking old to be doing something that I don't enjoy.
You do be spitting.
Yeah, you were just saying how old you are, and I'm like, yeah, I feel it. Me and Kurik tried out for a professional, not really tried out, but it was like a kind of semi-professional Trackmania thing.
How'd that go?
Oh, we got fucking stomped. But our our team's name is a Geriatric Gaming. And little did we know we were actually being streamed. And so we're being streamed and we find this person's stream and he's like, Geriatric Gaming, I wonder how old they are. For speedrunners.
Like a game that a bunch of old folks might find fun.
Say, you know, for gamers and speedrunners, you know, being close to and around 30 is old.
Well, it's just like the same thing in esports too. Like your esports career, if you're over like 25, you're a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Usually they pick you up young, like pretty much straight 18 if they can try. And then by your 5th year, you're probably burnt out.
Meanwhile, there's people like Faker and League of Legends who have been around for ever. He's been around since 2010.
I'm sure League of Legends might actually pay you.
So yeah, I feel like what Raz is saying in chat, the newer the gamer, the younger the people playing are. I don't see many young people going back and getting good at older games, but fucking Fortnite. I don't think I've heard anything about Fortnite lately. Do people still play?
Yeah, Fortnite is still a very popular game. But it is a safe assumption that Fortnite is still very popular unless proven otherwise at this point.
Tears of the Kingdom's just Fortnite, but better. Yeah, I'm dropping into Great Sky Island right now.
Where are you dropping, boys?
You just don't have a choice as to where the bus drops you. I need to get used to crouch sprinting with D-pad down instead. It's weird.
But most of my reference for esports comes with like Call of Duty and Overwatch. I used to watch CS:GO. I think there was a brief time where I was into pro CS:GO.
I feel like CS:GO's got to be all old people. CS:GO as a game is ancient. On the home screen, if you go to settings, controllers, it lets you remap all your buttons. For some reason, it's not in the controller thing on the screen, It's settings, controllers. Yeah, I had it on my share button, and I actually think I like it better on the share button because it's more of a click. The D-pad down doesn't really click well.
Click.
Yo, John, what's up? Oh, John, are you even allowed to be watching this? Have you played the game yet? It's okay, John. We're not getting off the Great Sky Island. I keep wanting to call it the Grand Sky Island or the Great Plateau.
Well, it's Sky Plateau just to fuck with people.
I mean, that's what it is, though. But I'm good, John. I've been enjoying this kind of easy run. It's very just straightforward. It's kind of a change of pace from the Breath of the Wild runs. I kind of accidentally just beat the game sooner than I was planning on it. And then I said, well, fuck it, I got the rest of the weekend. I might as well learn how to speedrun some of it. What ended up happening was I was playing it, and then I was enjoying it, and it was giving me a lot of lore that I really enjoyed, so I kept playing it that night, and it was like 4 a.m. And then I was like, ah, shit, I should go to bed. And then I woke up the next morning, and it just gave me a bunch more lore, and I'm like, fuck, I want to figure out this story. So I kept playing it, and then all of a sudden, my next and last main quest was the last one. And I said, oh, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, jump A. But I didn't find out till after I beat the game that there's memories like there were in Breath of the Wild. So now I need to go through and watch all the memories and then beat the game again for like the true ending. How is that a gold? But no. My opinions on this game are still kind of mixed. I do think in almost every way it's better than Breath of the Wild, but I still hate building, which is one of the most core mechanics to the game.
I don't hate it. I'm just not good at it.
And
It's not a talent of mine.
for the most part, you know, it does seem like a fairly optional part of the game. But spoilers potentially, there does come a part in the game when it's not so optional. And I suffered. I hated every moment of it. One, 2, 3, jump. I don't know which group of peppers is easier to go to. Oh, I crit? Fucking 12.5 minutes. Glad you found it there, Ras. It definitely helps a lot. You know, I think in any percent you probably can't have it on D-pad down. Maybe you can, honestly. I feel like you don't use a lot of Ultra Hand in any percent. But at least for Great Sky Island, there's no reason you can't have it on D-pad down. The share button works just fine, it's just kind of awkward to claw grip to. So I have to ask casually, you two, Izzy, where is everyone in the game? How far have we all gotten?
First dungeon.
Oh, did you ever end up going to the Master Sword? I know you said you saw where it was.
No.
No? Okay.
I knew at the time that I didn't have enough hearts, so I would kind of be like, what's the point?
Mm.
If I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna go there, get the Master Sword, and leave. I'm not gonna be disappointed like I was last time.
Something tells me you should go there and check it out first. I think you'll be more disappointed later.
If you say so.
I think there's at least some information you can ascertain. Also, that's a fun word, ascertain. Ascertained. I really hope we get a reroute for this plateau, though. I do not like this climb section at all. I feel like that's about on par. I don't really know how that section went. I also need to make new emotes. I used my wiggle emote in chat on someone's stream, and I was like, oh wait, there's no more wiggles anymore. I am sure I can make some pretty good Tears of the Kingdom Korok emotes. Just fucking strapping them to rockets.
Right.
That's actually pretty good motivation for me to get back into streaming. Unlock more emote slots so I can torture Koroks in my emotes. One of them has definitely got to be strapping a Korok to a rocket.
Korok crucifix? Question mark.
Korok on top of a fan. Korok with a rocket. Not the crucifix, as much as those are.
It would be funny.
If anything, it'd be a Korok on a giant penis statue, because that's what people seem to like to erect. Everyone just makes big penises in this game. That's something I never ended up doing, probably because I'm not a fan of the buildings, but like I never went out of my way to build anything giant and massive, or yeah, I never built a giant dong, or
maybe if I once I like explore the whole whatever there is to explore, I'll feel more comfortable wasting resources for doing that. But I don't feel. I'm always scared that like if I just waste fans building a giant cock, I'm just not gonna have any fans.
But is it really wasting fans if it's for a giant cock?
Maybe if it gets a kill.
Well, yeah, at the front of the cock, you just put on one of those swivel heads, and you put a laser on it. It just... I didn't realize, though, until I was speedrunning, how much emphasis they put on dragons in this game. Like, there's dragons in...
Anymore for the... I wouldn't say anymore for in case of spoilers. I don't know.
Well, I'm talking about, like, the imagery at the beginning here.
Okay.
Like, at the foot of all these stone statues, it's all dragons. I never realized that before. Even in the logo, there's these same like dragon heads. Yeah, and if John's still in chat, I know he's like you, where he's probably 42 hours into the game and hasn't done a single goddamn thing.
Yep, I wasted an immaculate amount of time achieving nothing in this game.
I wasted a huge chunk of time before my first dungeon, a big chunk of time before my second dungeon, and then I got sucked into trying to figure out the story, and the rest of it just went down real quick. Oh. Hmm. Oh. He doesn't make old man noises, but I am curious if you change the language, what weird sounds he makes. But no one will ever replace old man noises. So did you end up finishing the game, Raz, or are you still playing through it casually? I don't think I'm ever gonna 100% this game. I don't have enough interest in doing all the Koroks. That was my issue with Breath of the Wild too, is I think I did 200 Koroks and then I'm like, eh.
Just annoying.
Yeah.
I know in the DLC they added like a Korok sensor.
I think they added a Korok mask or something that just jingled.
Something like that.
Maybe if they got rid of the little yahaha cutscene that I love so much, but you know, when you play it 900 times, it's a little obnoxious. It's like several hours. I think it's like 11 seconds of a cutscene or something. But yeah, 10 seconds, 900 Koroks, freaking 9,000 seconds, so what is that? 2.5 hours. Just watching. Yahaha! Here's my piece of poop. I am curious to look up and see what the reward is though. I don't feel like that's gonna be a cheap spoiler for me or anything, because there's no way in fuck I was ever gonna do it in the first place. Kate's in chat.
8-6? Back from the grave?
Although, for some reason my sound alerts aren't working. She gonna be mad about that one. Kate, you probably have 20,000 points. 200 points don't hurt you. I'll just say, left!
On to me?
No, Caitlin in chat.
Oh. Hi, Galen.
Miss Spunky Kate herself. You have more than 20,000 points? Jesus Christ. Kate, how far are you in the game? I know damn well you've been playing. I'm just speedrunning the Great Sky Island. It's not really anything. And I beat the game earlier than I anticipated. Yeah, we were just talking about that. A lot of people, Izzy, and even myself at the start included, you know, spent 20, 30, 40 hours before doing anything. I tried my best to, like, do a chunk, go to a dungeon, do a chunk, go to a dungeon, but I said, as the story comes up, I just wanted to figure it out too badly. I do have absolutely no interest in doing any percent, though, if that makes you feel any better. You won't ever have to worry about seeing any spoilers in this chat. Or on this stream, I guess the chat can still spoil things for you. How far are you, though, Kate? I don't like this sound that Ascend makes. I don't know why.
Just the sound.
It just sounds swashy, squishy, swashy. I don't know. It sounds like someone's gurgling water with rocks in it. Oops. Oh, so you're pretty far then, Kate. And they're called secret stones. They're not called tears. Which I don't understand.
They're the tears of the kingdom.
They're the tears of the goddess Hylia. But I don't think they ever tell you that, and I'm pretty sure in all the cutscenes they refer to them as the secret stones. I forgot what they're called in Skyward Sword. Oh, you found all the memories. Oh. Yeah, I didn't know those were a thing until after I beat the game, so yeah, I gotta go back and do all those. Because the story is actually genuinely a lot more entertaining than Breath of the Wild was. I feel like there's just a lot more like personal depth to Tears of the Kingdom than Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild's like, you have been asleep. And you're like, I know.
Ray traced tears reshade.
Oh. You don't need to make every game HD ray tracing. Leave games cell shaded. I don't understand.
Imagine Breath of the Wild HD.
There is like 4K and 8K mods for Breath of the Wild, and I'm like, but why?
Dude, I just want it running at 60 FPS, man.
I wanted one in at 30.
Yeah, 30 would be 30 would be great. 30 would be great too. You ain't wrong. You're cooking something. You're cooking. You're cooking.
Yeah, getting it to not feel like a piece of shit would be nice.
My man is cooking.
Wasn't the fastest, but no major mistakes, I don't think.
I'm here. Tell me who you with.
Kate says there's a lot more clothes in this game, and I can say I honestly couldn't tell you.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah. I used 3 outfits the entire game. I did enjoy a lot of the paraglider skins, though. I do quite enjoy my paraglider. It looks nice. Boosted Canna test, I think. I never even found any of the fairies to upgrade my armor either.
I found them, but their quests don't really make a whole lot of sense to me right now.
Oh, there's like, you don't even just like unlock them and pay them or anything? Oh. There doesn't always need to be a side quest. And I know that's one way to like fill playtime, but...
Well, I haven't figured out.
The quests are dumb, Kate says.
I don't doubt that.
There was 2 different times that I got stumped on the main story quests. And I was getting really annoyed because I'm like, you should not be getting stumped on a main story quest.
And a game this easy.
Well, yeah, you know, like, it's nice and all to have puzzles, but like... It was a pretty goddamn abstract puzzle. And I'm sure if I had gone around and talked to everyone in the goddamn kingdom, someone would have given me a hint or something. But...
Well, that's the other thing with these games is that, like, talking to the NPCs is kind of like the cheat sheet, right? To getting information.
It's kind of a requisite. The fairies are annoying even after the quest, really? Yeah, see,
Probably resource hogs.
literally, I just ended up crafting a bunch of defense up potions. Because that's where I was. It seemed a lot easier for me to craft a defense up potion than it did to find all the fairies and upgrade it.
I mean, defense also doesn't. I don't really think it mean a whole lot. Like upgrading your armor for what exactly? Because like all the end bosses, all the enemies that are worth their damn are still gonna two-shot you.
Well, no, you know the fight that you just went through, not that you finally mustered up the courage to go through?
Yeah.
If you would have put a defense up, it would have made a big difference there.
I mean, I believe you. The thing is, I didn't get hit.
Fair, yeah.
That's the other problem.
What the fuck? Link, jump off the goddamn rocks, please.
I don't think I will.
I don't think he wanted to either.
You know what? I don't think I will.
That is some dumb time loss right there. And yeah, the fact that I had the Majora's Mask armor, so I had the Tier 3 attack up the entire gameplay, other than when I needed like an environmental suit. And actually, that's one of my big gripes of this game too. I won't spoil it for anyone, but what I was telling you about that one area, I feel like was such a ripoff. How much armor you actually needed for it.
Right.
I can't say in a game I've ever felt cheated in that way, but it definitely made me feel cheated. "11 seconds lost there, that's not too good. Should definitely be able to sub 30 tomorrow. I don't know if I have time for another full run here. It's kind of annoying. I could have sub 30'd this, but nope. I'll be happy when this gets rerouted, so then I'll have to do less jumps that are like inches away from rocks. I don't love the idea of always being like 1 pixel too far. And like obviously it's optimum to land as close as you can to a rock so you can get out of the water quicker. But what the? Silly time loss. Okay, do not talk to this statue again. If you talk to her again, it's an extra like 20 seconds lost. It takes so fucking long. Okay, you'll enjoy this. I was just saying that I'm gonna need different emotes for this game, and the obvious one is I need a Korok attached to a rocket, but what other kind of Koroks do I need for this game? A Korok fused onto a sword. It's the Master Sword, but just has a Korok at the tip of it. Ah, 3006. Of course I could not. All because of getting on that stupid ledge for recall. I'm gonna have to practice that.